Hey there, YouTube. So, I've been playing Dishonored recently, and I thought to myself, why don't I take this opportunity to make a very short and simple video about it, and just discuss my take on this game. It is actually quite old. Um, Released a good few years ago. There's actually been two games after this that have been released: Dishonored 2 and Dishonored Death of the Outsider, or something along them lines. Um, Death of the Outsider, or whatever it's called, the third installment of this franchise. I wouldn't say it's actually a third game, more of a continuation of Dishonored 2, or you could say it's more of an expansion of the franchise rather than it being a full-on third game. So anyway, Dishonored. If you know about it, that's good. If you don't know about it, basically it starts off with that guy on the top right-hand corner of the screen. He's the guy you're playing. He's the main character. He's called Corvo, and I have no idea, some sort of royal protector or something for the royal nitwits up in Dunwall. That's it. That's what it's called, Dunwall. And what happens is, in the beginning of the game, you are sent by the Empress to, I think, get help from neighbouring places, but due to there being a plague that's overtaking the city of Dunwall, or the place, and he basically comes back with, nothing in return. And then all of a sudden, while he's talking to the Empress and her daughter is present, the daughter notices that the guards are missing, and two figures approach them. A little bit of a short introduction to the combat mechanics of the game, which is cool. Not like some games where they have like a whole level designed on tutorial, but this was a very short, sweet, informative tutorial. And what happens is the Empress gets assassinated, the daughter of the Empress gets kidnapped, and you are basically left to blame, hence the title. You are now Dishonored. And it just basically kicks off the events of the story. You get taken in, they try to interrogate you, they do interrogate you, they try to force you to confess to a crime that you haven't committed, and you make your escape. Upon making your escape, you realize that there are other people who are sympathetic to you and your cause, and they want to help you bring the city back to its former glory. So they begin to lay out the missions, and now this is where the meat and potato of the game is. Yeah. So in this game, you are an assassin who's been blessed with certain abilities, and as you go through the game, you quickly realize that every stage that has been, or every level that has been created for this game, has been created in such a manner that that there are actually multiple ways of going about the level, and multiple ways of going about the story. There's the obvious, straightforward way. Just, load up, go in there, kill the bastards, fuck the bodies, get out of there, and you're done with it. Alright, you kill basically, excuse me, you kill basically everybody. Alright, and what happens is, as a result of killing everybody, you end up creating high chaos. And high chaos basically means more dead bodies, more rats to eat the dead bodies. So the more rats that eat the dead bodies, the more they multiply. The more rats they are, the more there is a plague, and because there's more of a plague, there's more people being infected by the plague, who are labeled in this game as weepers. So if you choose to go about things in a different way, then the outcome is basically different. Excuse me. So that's a very brief introduction to this game and to the mechanics. The way they've implemented them is absolutely excellent. It's not one of them games where you're trying to with me personally, I don't really like stealth games. I've never really been good at stealth games, but this is a game that's designed for everybody. Once you get familiar with the controls, it becomes second nature to you. So I'll just let it load up. I'm not going to start from the beginning because there are so many videos out there that have like tutorials and walkthroughs. You can watch any of them. It serves absolutely no point for me to start from the beginning, but I'm just going to start from where I left off and give you guys a bit of an idea, if you're not familiar with it, of what you basically do. So you see that's a guard over there, and I've got to figure out a way of how to get past him. Now there's always multiple choices. Excuse the crackling. That's just me and my vape. The art design of this game is really good, really good. It's like I would say it's like.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Chances are very good.
The old kind of like, if you remember a cartoon from back in the early 90s called Dandy, I would say the art direction is kind of similar to that.
What now? Someone get over.
It's spotted. And that is something called blink. You see those guys, this guy here is a weeper. He's infected, and I actually can't kill. I'm trying to play the low chaos mode, so I can't really kill anyone, not even the weepers. And you do get an option to, oh shit, you do get an option to either kill them or I've already been here. Yeah, I'm fully stocked up. Yeah, so you actually get a choice. You can either kill him, or you can. You see? Can you see that tank down there? There you go. I can actually shoot that tank and kill both of these guys, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm critical Q, and that means I'm a nice guy. But anyway, I've got to basically make it past that wall. I think beyond there. No, sorry. I've got to actually make it that way, not that way. I've got to make my way over there. So shouldn't really be too difficult. Yeah, the art design is really good on this game. It's got a very unique look and feel to it. You can actually do a drop assassination as well. I'll show you how you get rid of them in the stealth way. Chuck him over there. And this. Bullets. Oh, okay. Pick that up. Get up here. Get back up here. Let's see how I can make my way across over there. Oh, there you go. It wasn't showing up before. You see, the thing is the way you can kill these guys is if you see they've got the little red tanks on the back. You shoot them and they blow up. But again, the problem is I'll see if I can shoot it without actually killing it. One tank's gone. The tank's gone. Does he die? I'm not sure if he's dead or not. I think I killed him. Oh, never mind. I'll just have to load game. This one. Yeah, the art design is really good, and the characters, the design of the characters is really good. The dialogue is spot on. Storytelling is spot on. Right, so basically I can't touch these guys. Yeah. And there are the rats, which are causing a plague. Now you see, if I kill someone and drop the dead body down there, these rats will start munching on it like no man's business. Now this level, or this part of the campaign, is actually pretty dark, but there are other levels which are, well, there's other parts of the story which are actually they're set during the day, and it's pretty bright. So alright, okay, I didn't know I could go up there. Any other places that I can jump to? No. So I think I have to make my way across the river, and there's no chance I'm getting over there. And there's not really. Oh, actually, I do see. Maybe I could climb onto that space over there and make my way across over there. Yeah, let's give that a try. Right, so basically I've got to make my way into that party over there, and it's actually a party for, it's a masked ball, and all these people are wearing funny masks, and your character actually naturally just wears a mask anyway. Breakable door, okay.
Oh yes,
Can't get in
they're
this
going to
way.
wear
Oh,
the same
yes, they're going to
costume
wear some
different
costume,
colors,
different colours
and
for
we're
them
meant
to
to
guess.
guess. Another of their eccentric fancies. I suppose we've no choice but to.
Okay. And you can break these. Oh, never mind. Wrong timing. So
We know I'm no gentleman, so you might as well
pick up
Invitation,
the
please.
invitation, please.
She's only here to ask for a handout.
So every time you approach a scene or a scenario like this
Right
where
this way, sir.
You'll probably die anyway.
where you can either enter the place or,
any of it.
you know, I mean, stages like this, it gives you, the game also gives you the option.
Mr. Bunting. Just had someone here pretending to be you. Welcome.
It gives you
Another party game.
the options of either staying in the place and continuing on with whatever it is that you are doing or want to do, or, you know, just proceed.
Yes.
Pendleton?
And
What's
this,
he got to say to me?
Pendleton is a gutless, lying sack of shit. I hope he's paying you well for this.
this
It's damn cold tonight. Hurry up, and let's see what you're made of.
Lord Pendleton's representative will select his weapon.
oh, he wants me to duel. Never mind. Because that means I'm gonna have to kill him, and I do not want to kill him. Yeah, so with every part of the story, as you finish the level or you get to places like this, they always ask you if you want to proceed or you want to stay where you are, which is a nice little touch to the game. Look at that. Wow, look at that. Bloody hell. That's a very weird rabbit. Sir Conan blood sausage. Ugh. What's this?
What most people don't remember.
Yeah, so and on this level, basically what you have to do is you've entered this ball or this fancy dress costume party, and you're after a certain someone.
I know your mission tonight. We must speak privately.
And basically this mansion is owned by the Boyle family, and you have to make out there are 3 Boyle sisters, and it's up to you to gotta use your wits. You've got to use your wits and find out which of the 3 women dressed in fancy costumes with masks is the actual Lady Boyle. And once you figure out who Lady Boyle is, you then
I take everything I can carry. They'll never know.
yeah, so once you figure out which one of the 3 women is the actual is the target, then you've got to figure out a way of dispatching her. Now, like I said, you can
We found out what the whales could do.
You can-
It's an empire. This is the beginning.
you can just go in and kill, or you can go about it by other means.
Don't be silly. The rumors say the Boyles practically own your estate.
What if I said I could get you out of the city?
Is it true that more bones
And I'm just going
have
around
been taken from
pickpocketing
our states since the plague
because I want to make some dough from
Heard
this.
about Mrs. Brimsley? You'll never believe this.
What is it now?
She had her job.
So you got to be quite quick because
there, you see.
there's always somebody watching and somebody might just raise an alarm.
I thought her interests were confined to her family.
I
wasn't
think
in
she
the
ran
idea,
out of
she
family
does.
a while ago.
No,
What's
it's
it
too
all
risky.
about? And how do you know this?
My servants heard it from hers, naturally.
Let's follow this one.
Life, I can only conceive.
Sorry, I'm just mumbling to myself.
She believed in her own Careful.
And you can't go up there, but
I
again,
should've taught him some
you have to
manners.
figure out a way of getting about, because this over here, if you can see the
Please move
electric, it's called the wall of light,
Gift from the Lord
and
Regent.
these
This
guards
keep his
can
good
walk
friends
through it,
safe.
but you can't. The moment you approach it, you're crisp, basically. Oh, yeah. Lord Brisby, there goes your money.
I need a cigar.
What you got?
If you want to be beaten, go right ahead. Let your family starve. Sell your wife into prostitution. I'm sure I can get you a good price.
You son of a bitch.
There's the old firing squad. I beg your pardon. You
What
there.
mischief
Stop
are you
that.
up to?
Good evening.
Yeah, so you've got to be very careful. And this guy actually, you come across certain characters in missions that actually
I'm a friend of Pendleton's, and I've done a few favors
Let this play
for your
out.
cause. I know your purpose here tonight, and how to say this, your target is the woman I love. I swear that if you'll bring her to me unharmed, you will never hear of her again. There's a cellar directly below the kitchen. I'll wait for you there. I'm not proud of this, but surely it's better than seeing her killed. Her name is Lydia. I won't harm her, I swear. I'm a man of means.
this guy wants to get his hands
Bring
on
her to the cellar,
Lady
and
Boyle.
I will keep her safe with me forever.
Did he just throw his cigarette on the floor? Dirty cunt.
There you are. Although at this stage, I don't know who we could beat.
But yeah, so in each level or in each stage, or as you progress through the campaign, the story, whatever you want to call it, as you go along, you come across. She's another lady boil. See, so now there's 3 of them, and you've got to basically figure out which one's which, and who's who.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Yes, of course.
I was gonna do some bit of pickpocketing there, and he just moved right on time. And you've got to figure out which of the 3 is the actual Lady Boyle. Then obviously subdue her and get her down into the kitchen. So
No guesses past this point.
that's basically the meat and potatoes of this game. And you have certain abilities. I'll just show you. You got these power-ups that you can purchase, and then once you've purchased them, you can then upgrade them. There's blink. You get, you don't have to actually go out and get this. You get it right in the beginning of the game. And blink is basically jumping from one point to another in a blink. You got bend time, which basically stops time, slows everything down. At first, level 1 slows time for a short duration. Level 2, it completely stops time for a shorter duration, and you move normally. This is agility. You know, you can jump and run faster. And vitality. Health is increased. The recovery of health is sped up. And you've got other powers like these, which I'm not really bothered with, or not too bothered about, because I've tried them all, to be honest with you. And then on top of these powers, you get bone charms, and bone charms are basically just little perks. It's a fancy way of saying perks. And perks, each one you collect, you then go on and it tells you what they do. And they've all got their own little perks. Like this one, this is really handy if you're going along the stealth mode. If you're trying to get through the campaign without killing anyone, then this is definitely recommended. This bone charm, it speeds up the choking a lot. And then you have your inventory, and you can just go back and forward like this. And yeah, so, and this is your weapon wheel. You got your powers there as well. You got bend time, blink. You got your incendiary bolts, regular bullets, crossbow bolt, and sleep dart. The most handy ones out of these, I would say, is the crossbow sleep dart. That's the best one if you're playing stealth wise anyway. I mean, if you're trying to play the game with stealth in mind. Get that. And this heart, listen to this.
This was once the house of a high overseer, Lydia Boyle.
I'll keep it out too long because they'll see me.
Each and every room.
Hello, sir.
Welcome to the Boyle estate.
Get wherever you're going.
Alright. Don't worry, mate. I'll be getting you soon. Switch needed. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's too much of a complicated game, but it's definitely, if you've played it in the past, I would say it's definitely worth okay. it's definitely worth getting. You see, this guy is really eager.
Hurry,
Look at him.
bring her to me.
He's already here. He's got a bottle of whiskey there, a few cushions, a little mattress. Ooh, you dirty devil. But anyway, yeah, I think go to sewer, stay in the cellar. Fuck that, don't need to go into the sewer just yet. Yeah, and that is Dishonored for you. If you have a PS3, an Xbox 360 just lying about, and you don't have this, I mean, you can get this on the Xbox One, and I believe on the PS4 as well, a remastered version. No, this prick is still here. Yeah, you can get the remastered versions of this game, which definitely looks better, plays better. But I mean, if you've got a 360, an Xbox 360 lying about, or even or maybe even a PS3, then
I'm wondering if I could upgrade the staff.
then it's definitely worth picking up. Definitely, if you haven't got it, that is. And you see the game even tells you, you know, when you're in the danger zone, basically. And so, for example, you see any guards, you can just literally jump up over here and just be very, very, very stealthy. And I would say the stealth elements to this game are by far the best I've experienced as of yet. The only thing I don't like about this game, and it's a very small thing. Finally tonight, the party is going to be so fabulous. I shall bed the first man to ask for it. Ooh, someone's desperate. And the second after that. Fucking hell. I am so sick of these dark, awful times. Every day is as dreary as the one before. Well, not tonight. Tonight is for the living. So she says. So yeah, the stealth elements of this game are by far the best that I've actually experienced so far. I mean, no one can really beat Metal Gear Solid and whatnot. Metal Gear Solid is really fun. And even though it's a stealth game, this is not the same. They're different. Ooh. So what you would do here is get up behind him, and there you go. Now there's a guard right at the end of oh, I can't get him in the bath like that. Wait a minute. No. Oh, there you go. We've got him in the bath now. You have a bath, you dirty bastard. Yeah, the stealth in this game is really good, but the one thing that I do not like about this game is the fact that sometimes when you creep up behind enemies, you the prompt to knock him out, basically, it's a bit of a hit and miss sometimes. And when you're rushing, when you want to just, you know, get it over and done with, sometimes that one mistake of that popping up, well, not popping up, because what happens is sometimes it pops up and for some weird reason it doesn't really register. Not to Lydia Boyle. Here are the 3 costumes for your party. It pains me that I can't be there, though I'm sure you'll understand why. I know you're going to look lovely in white. I've enclosed the skeleton key to Dunwall Tower. When you visit me, no barrier will come between us. HB. Okay. So basically, that's your clue as to which one is Lady Boyle, and she's the one dressed in white. Just in case you didn't figure that out. But yeah, and this is Dishonored on the Xbox 360, and that's it for me. I just wanted to. This is not a review, or this ain't, you know, it's not a review. It's not really a walkthrough. It's just basically my take on the game. And even in, ooh, damn, where should we go? Even, you see, if you can see the little indication on the bottom left hand corner, it gives you an indication as to Lydia Boyle. Oh, okay, we've identified her now. Yeah, it gives you an indication as to what you're doing. So that's stealth mode. That is normal. That is stealth mode. And there you go. Now he's crouched. He's stuck in a small place. And we can quickly pick him up and take him into the bedroom. But yeah, this game is really good. It's really fun. It's definitely worth trying out if you haven't played it. It's definitely worth picking up if you've got some of the old systems and, you know, just want to have a bit of a bash. And if you haven't, if you're on the current gen systems, it's even available in them, or on them, I should say. And that is it. Yeah, this is my take on Dishonored, and I absolutely I love this game. This game is an absolute joy to play. It's fun. It's really interesting. Ooh.
This year, undoubtedly.
And I mean, it's little parts like this that this game actually really does shine. You can actually use your head to maneuver around the enemies, the guards. Looks like he's gone past too. Nope. Where did he go? I'm sure I saw another guy coming up.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
And yeah, so if you've got the current gen systems and you haven't actually played this at all, then I would highly recommend picking this up. It's definitely worth it. It's a really good game. It's fun, it's interesting, and it's got a lot of replayability to it as well. You can go about the levels in stealth mode. You can keep it quiet, or you can go balls out. Oh, hello. And that is Blink. And it's really good. So I would highly recommend anybody to get this game and give it a good try. It's definitely worth it, definitely. But anyway, that's it for me. I thought I'd do a quick little video regarding Dishonored, and at first I was thinking of doing maybe a little bit of a playthrough, but it's not necessary. It's an old game. It's got loads of videos regarding it. Playthroughs, walkthroughs, tips. And I don't really play these types of games for any competitive reason. I just play them for fun. And I had this lying around, and it's really fun to to either go through it first time round, or go through it the second or third time round, or even the fourth time round. And I was actually trying to do basically trying to complete the game without actually killing anyone. And there's a few stages. Well, there's one of the previous levels. There was a part where I think I had to save a civilian from these guards, and she ended up dying because I was trying to play the rule is not killing anyone. I had to basically maneuver around the two guards were surrounding a woman, and they were talking about something. I have no idea what, but okay, yeah. So I actually couldn't kill them, so I was trying my best not to kill them, but they ended up killing that woman, and because they killed the woman, for some weird reason, it was classed as a death on my record. So I was like, shit. So I'm gonna have to do these previous two levels, stages, or part of the campaign again, and try to basically keep it as low as possible. But yeah, it's the replayability is definitely there. You have so many options. You have multiple ways of doing a level. The way you've done it, somebody else might have done it in a different way, the way they've done it. And if I go down here and get spotted by these guys, I'm fucked. I need to figure out where those wires are going. Alright, okay, they're going in there. So I'm gonna have to make my way back down the way that I came up. But yeah, as you can see, the level design is excellent. The game developers, they give you multiple choices of how to go about the level. The characters, the dialogue, the story in itself is pretty intriguing. So yeah, it's definitely worth getting your claws into. And that's it for me. Until next time, I'll see you guys